welcome. So basically in this wonderful reading that I'll be doing is another basically another intuitive reading. This is gonna be for intuitive reading for a Pisces. It's gonna be for August 7th to August 14th of 2026. So you know what's going on for you, Pisces, is there's a good saying is to be or not to be. That's very a wonderful thing to say. But the way this is, in that way, it's going to be how it goes along in that way, in that position. Because in the way of how this is, it's a wonderful understanding. It's going to be how it works. It's going to be how you're going to play it by the rules, and that's how it goes. So, Pisces, you know, the wonderful feeling that I'm going to add with you is to be or not to be, right? That's a good saying. And basically, it does apply to that way of knowing to do, whether you're going to sync your own feelings, whether you're going to have a good day or a bad day. It all depends on what's happening. So the way how this is, no matter how you're going to play in the right way, in the right vantage point, that's what's going to be. So this is what the universe is going to say. This is going to be what's happening. So I'll show you what's happening in this situation here. So let's see what's going on. So we have basically the Ten of Swords reversed. There's no conclusions, and the Devils over there's obsession addiction. So what's going on in this way, Pisces? You need to be what you're going to be going through. So if you're being with another Capricorn, you understand what you're going, right? You need to understand that. But what this is, whether you need to understand, that's what's going to be in that way, right? It's the way how it works, but you need to understand that in that way. So let's see what's going on. So let's see what's happening. So let's see. All right, let's see what's going on here. And we have the Ten of Swords is over there's conclusions. Now I'm going to say it. Is that you don't have conclusions yet, but in that way, Pisces, this is a conclusion. So if you're dealing with another Gemini or Aquarius, that's what's going to be happening. But this is how it is in that way. Having conclusions is a wonderful feeling, but you need to understand that, right? It's the way how it works, but you need to understand. So let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. So I'm going to go from the middle to the right, middle to left. Two Pentacles reversed, you're unbalanced. Queen of Pentacles reversed, there's no prosperity about money. Fool reversed, there's no change. King Pentacles over, there's prosperity about money, so you might deal with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And the Six of Pentacles is over, you want kindness. Exactly. So you want things to happen in the right way, in the right direction, because you want to be kind, you want to be respectful, you want to be how it is. It's like this is what it's going to be. So if you focus on that, you focus about your own dignity, your own self-respect, but you need to play along. You need to be how it is and say, okay, well, I know what to do, but the way this is, right? So that's what it seems to be. Let's see in the middle and the left side. Page Pentacles, there's prospects. Nice Swords, there's no drama. Taurus, there's no transformation. King Cups over, there's support. Three Cups, there's no celebration. Hermit, there's no solitude. Ten of Swords, there's conclusions. Exactly. So you're having all these conclusions. So if you want to support it, you want to be supported, that's what's going to be Pisces, but you need to understand that. So let me clarify this Ten of Swords here. Swing careers, there's no bravery, so you're being scared. Seven of Swords is over, you're feeling deceit. Cherry reverse, there's no progress. Just reverse is not telling the truth. Okay, so I understand that correctly. Yep, so that's what happens. Then clarify the Six Pentacles. Moon is over, there's misrotations. Ten Wands reverse, there's no burdens. Eight Pentacles over, there's basically perfection. Five Wands reverse, there's no chaos. Five Swords reverse, there's no conflict. Queen Wands reverse, there's no charisma. The Three of Swords is over, there's actually sadness or heartbreak. You might do it in a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in that way. Then clarify this Justice card. Sun card is over, there's positivity. Page Cups over, you want loyalty. Ten Cups reverse, there's incompletion. Seven Cups reverse, there's no delusion. Eight of Swords, it's ever there's anxiety. Yeah, so it's like you're feeling sad, you're whimpering, you don't know what to do. But the way how this is, Pisces, you need to be who you are. You need to be authentic. You need to be, reliable. You need to be focused on what's happening around you in that direction. It's like, all right, this is a positive movement. I need to do it, right? This is the way it works, okay? And you need to make progress. Progress is a wonderful feeling, but right now you're not making progress. That's fine. But the way this is, Pisces, you need to be how you're going to be doing in that way and think, okay, well, I'm going to move ahead. I'm going to do exactly how it is. Yes, because there's a good saying, is no pain, no gain, right? So you need to focus on that. You need to focus on your dignity, your self-respect, the way how it works, but this is how it is. So I'm going to go from one card on the left side, one card in the middle, one card on the right. Triggers is no progress. Hangman's already there's restrictions. Just yours is no telling the truth. Okay, so I understand what's happening in that way, but that's what it's going to be. So let me focus on this chariot. Here for this already you want guidance. Stars already there's inspiration. Moon's already there's miscitations. Yeah, so you are being affected by the moon because there's all this the moon energy in that way. The Hierophant, you want guidance, you want inspiration, like you want things to be good, right? Good and practical in that way. And you think, okay, well, this is how it's going to be, this is the way it works. Yes, in that way, okay? Now let me clarify this Hangman here. Death Carriers is there's no ending. Feel fortunate, you're having good luck. Fool Readers, there's no change. Here, the High Priest Readers, you're not showing inner voice. Judgment Readers, there's no action. Trigger Readers, there's no progress. Sun Cups Readers, there's negativity. Exactly in that way. So you're showing yourself whether you want positivity or negativity. It's your choice, Pisces. But the way this is, that's what it goes. Then clear there's justice. Those yours, there's no decisions. The Emperor yours, there's no structure. Taurus over there's transformation. Yeah, everything's changing, right? So when everything's changing, you think, all right, everything's fine. But the way this is like, okay, no itty bitty. This is not the needy for greedy. No. But the way this is, if you focus on the way of how it's going to be, that's what you need to do. So let me clarify this Sun card. Yours is there's no solitude, so maybe you have a soulmate. The Empress over there's nourishment, yeah, because you want to be nourished. Okay, what's opposite with this Moon card? Warriors is incompletion. There's where you're making decisions. There's where there's inspiration. Exactly. So you want to take charge. You want to take, the inspiration to wish upon a star. That's what it seems to be in that way. Then you clarify this Tower card. High Priestess are you're using your voice. Moon is already there's meditations. Judgment is already you're taking action. The Sun cards are this positivity. Exactly. So you're in between having negativity, having positivity, right? So if you focus on that ability, whether you focus on a Leo as a fire sign, or whether if you're focusing on, that's what's going to be happening, right? Because you need to be, biological estimation between a 50% and 100%. You want the 100%, not 50%, right? So you need to focus on your emotions, figure out what you're doing in your own life, Pisces, because that's what you need to do, right? You need to be valuable. You need to be how you're going to take things for granted. That's what you need to do in that way. So I'm going to go from the middle to the right, middle to left. 9 Pentacles, sorry, you're feeling comfortable. King 1, sorry, you want leadership. 6 1, sorry, you want celebration. 6 Cups, sorry, there's the past. Or just sorry, there's the skill. Death Careers, there's no endings. Empress, sorry, there's no nourishment. 3 1, sorry, there's communication. Yeah, because you want to communicate. Communication is a wonderful feeling, and yes, it is. Because communication will go the long way, and it will be, right? So you focus on that. You might be focusing on other Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, generally Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, like you focus on that, right? You focus on what I just said. You need to focus on that. What's in the middle and the left side? Knight of Cups, you want romance. Empress, there's structure. King Sorceress, there's no knowledge. Lord Sorceress, there's no decisions. Queen of Swords is over you're showing your independence. Exactly. You want to show your independence because that's what you want to do. That's why you want to take things for granted as they are, right? So let's see what's in the middle of the situation. Her Earth is no solitude, so you're not looking for a soulmate. Okay. So I can see how that is. Alright. Now let's see what's happening in that way. Okay, let's see what the universe is going to say. So I'm going from the left, the middle, and the right. So we have number 5 is you decide for yourself 5 days, 5 weeks. Okay, let's see what's going on. What's in the middle? You have the 6, that represents enjoy time. 6 days, 6 weeks. What's on the right side? Number 2, it is progressing well now. 2 days, 2 weeks. Alright, so let me clarify this number 5. You have Sunday. Go inwards, develop a vision. Okay? So this is Sunday. Focus on the Sunday. Okay? What's on number 6? Number 11 is Aquarius. Give a fresh impetus. Impetuous. 11 weeks, 11 months. So maybe you are, focusing on the Aquarius as a air sign. Okay. What's number 2? We have Wednesday. Make up a balance. Be entirely realistic. Yes, but basically you are unbalanced, right? That's how it's going to be in that way. So what's up to this Sunday? Number 8, everything is in progress. 8 days, 8 weeks. What's also with this Wednesday? Pisces, find your center. 12 weeks, 12 months. Yep, exactly. You're going to focus on that. Now, let's say that's number 8 here. Tuesday, start being creative. Put down a marker. Opposite. You have Monday. Swap ideas. Seek advice. Yep. Opposite. You have Friday. Finalize something. Just let go. Yep. Opposite. You have number 11. It says listen to friends. 11 days, 11 weeks. Yes, exactly. You have to focus on that. One more. Number 1. It is almost going too fast. 1 day, 1 week. And number 4. You can carve something out. 4 days, 4 weeks. And number 9. Something comes to an end. 9 days, 9 weeks. Yep. And you have Gemini for number 3. Search for exchange. 3 weeks, 3 months. So you're focusing on that. So Pisces, if you're focusing on another Gemini, you're focusing on that. You're focusing on Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces. You're focusing on that. You're focusing on what's happening around you, because you need to focus on that. Right? Now let's see what's happening. So we're going from one card from the left, one card in the middle, one card on the right. So with the Magician is upright, that represents skill. What's in the middle? We have the King of Pentacles reversed, there's no security. Interesting. Opposite for the right side. You have the 3 Pentacles reversed, there's no excitement. Okay. So let me clarify this Magician card. 8 Pentacles reversed, there's no growth. Page Sorcerer, there's education. Emperoress, there's no structure. King of Sorcerer, there's knowledge. Exactly, you're focusing on knowledge and education. That's what's going to be happening in that way, Pisces, because that's what's going to be going through that way. What's also this King of Pentacles? Nine Pentacles first, you're feeling uncomfortable. Page Pentacles first, there's no prospects. String reverse, there's no bravery. King Wands forward, there's leadership. Yeah, because you want to be a leader, you want to be passionate about it, you want to be, that's what you're going to do. That's what it seems to be in that way, Pisces. But the way this is, you need to be strong enough to have that leadership. What's also this Three of Pentacles? King Cups first, there's no support. Ace Swords first, there's no anxiety. Chariot over, there's progress. Exactly. You want things to happen in that way, because the way how this is, you need to focus on that. Because when you have progress, that's what you need to do, Pisces. Okay. Now let me see. What's going to be the final reading? Page Pentacles, page 1 first, there's no invention. Empress is over, there's nourishment. Ten of Cups over, there's completion. Death Reverse says there's no endings. Queen of Pentacles, there's no stability. Nine of Cups first, there's no fulfillment. Temperance over, you're healing. So Pisces needs to heal as it needs to, because that's what you need to do. Okay, you need to focus on that. You need to be aware of something, but with this is, you need to focus on that, right? So the way how this is, you need to focus on that, Pisces, because the way of how you're feeling, you need to know what's right and what's valuable to you, because you need to focus on your emotions, how you're feeling, the way how you're going to do it in the right way, in the right perspective. That's all you can do, but you need to focus on that. So focusing about healing is the way of how it is. So you need to repair yourself. You need to do what you can and think, okay, well, I need to focus on that, and that's fine. But you need to focus on that. You need to, let things go. You need to be, have your own priority. You have your own respect. You have things to do, and that's what it seems to be. So, there's a good saying is nothing is possible to make it possible, right? So you need to focus on that. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please leave a comment if you want, and I'll see you next time I do. And that's what is going to be happening, and that's how it is. So enjoy, and this is the way it goes, and enjoy this wonderful reading. You need to be, apply to it, and this is how you need to focus on that. Because when you focus on healing, you need to focus on your own whereabouts, and that's what you're going to be doing, and that's who you are, right? So that's how it is. So enjoy, and you need to focus on that. So thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, and pay attention to this reading, and enjoy. Thanks very much. Thank you. Bye for now. Really, thank you. Thanks, and thank you, and